with Rivals being officially an entire year old, I decided to make a tier list ranking on how oppressive each character was during their prime. I did this tier list with my friend Ply for Fun, and he is a top 500 player, and I'm just a Celestial One Peak, so we're gonna have pretty much maybe some different opinions from most of the player base, so just be warned. Also, we did this tier list in a friend Discord server, so don't mind, some gameplay noises in the background because people were streaming and people joining in and out, so yeah. The final thing I want to add is that we basically deduced each character's prime based on how common of a pick they were during a season or multiple seasons, mixed in with how common of a ban they were. There's no real concrete way of just saying what a character's prime is, and honestly, some characters don't even have a prime, and some characters' prime has just been this entire game cycle. Additionally, our definition of prime is not equal to a character's strongest base kit. Just because a character is at their strongest base kit wise, it doesn't mean that the meta will suit them. So sit back and enjoy the video, or cry about the nightmares that you used to face when certain characters were meta. Alright, Adam, what season was he strongest in?
When he got the wait, okay, he got the ult buff, which made him extremely viable, but he got so many nerfs on his Soul Link. Do you think like his Soul Link was better? Like, was it better to have a shorter cooldown on the Soul Link or a better ult?
I think Soul Link, I'm not gonna lie.
Think
Season
so.
2.5 added his headshot thing.
Oh right. And then he gained ult like way faster. Ever since he got like more survivability on his own, he was able to do more healing. His Soul Link was still really good, but you had to be more careful with it. You just couldn't use it as aggressively. But you have an ultimate that makes you like full HP and like almost unkillable. I think his prime is probably the current season right now.
I think so too. It's just that he's never been like a meta pick, you know? It's not like he's absolutely necessary. It's not like...
Really? I don't know. He's so strong against Psylocke,
Yeah, it is true he's...
Adam,
Yeah.
Mag. He shuts down so many good ultimates as an ability. It's kind of like similar to Loki runes, but it's like a soulbound. Also, his ultimate is like a game changer, and he kind of destroys domination. Like domination maps is where he like is best played. Like I want to say he was the carry to the team, but he was like really good if he had a good like Adam ult, like Adam Warlock ult.
Yeah.
So I'll put him at least B or A tier. I wouldn't put him S because he didn't have that much
Yeah,
carry
I don't-
potential.
Yeah, I think B
But-
at least. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
could
think-
swap around, but I think he's at B for now. I feel like even
think
if
B
he
is
were to run triple support, like Adam, he is a strong pick, of course, but it's not like he's absolutely necessary for a triple support comp, you know?
Mhm.
If that makes sense. There's other ways to run triple support. It's not like he's completely necessary. I'm gonna move Adam down to C. I have a good reasoning.
Wait, what?
Okay, D tier.
We haven't even got to
No, no,
Venom
no.
yet.
D tier characters are like the butt cheeks, you know. C tier is like, yeah, they're annoying, but they're not super oppressive. B tier.
Really? Adam is though.
No.
What?
You
There's
think?
no way
Okay,
it's
okay.
in
Well,
C.
let
Yes.
let me explain my thought process for at least B. B is like they're annoying, but they can be countered easily. A is like the Emma
Okay.
Frost tier. S is like the server admin tier. It will be like Torch.
You don't think
and,
Emma
like, Daredevil.
Frost was server admin?
No, I don't. Me personally,
I guess not.
I do not find like Prime Emma Frost as annoying as like Prime Daredevil and like Prime Torch.
I guess there was better.
So that's
okay,
why I
okay.
moved him down to
I
C.
guess that's fair.
So should I move him back up to B though?
I still think, in my opinion, I still think it's B. But I guess in terms of just comp, I can see it being C and not being hard meta.
Yeah, because
much.
like when I see a triple support on the enemy team with Adam, I don't get as annoyed at Adam compared to it being triple support, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
that's
any
fair.
triple support would be as annoying to me at least.
Yeah.
And then for BP, I think high C or B.
I'll put him A because there was a point where he was like permaban and he was hard meta. And if you went against a really, really good BP player, it was just miserable. Like,
I don't know.
when everyone was 250 HP and he knew the like unreactable combo, it was miserable. people swapped off supports that season just because of BP. I think that's how oppressive like BP was, and I think because of that one season, that puts him at least A. Like he wasn't. I mean, I guess he was counterable,
I'm just
but
biased because I'm a BP player, so like I know how to play him and I know how to counter him more. But I understand
mhm.
how annoying
Like
it
in
can be.
ranked,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
he's
in ranked he
just
was somewhat server admin at one point. Not S tier because there was counterplay to him. Like people knew a little bit more counterplay to him compared to the others.
and not. I feel like if your team is just bad in general, even counters against them don't do anything if that makes sense. Like Thing does not counter BP if your team is dealing with the Thing, if that makes sense. Like you're putting enough pressure so that even if BP gets stunned, okay, we just put him A tier. We put him A tier. She's technically at her prime season now because she's at her strongest base kit. But she's never had like a prime season before, you know?
You
It's
have
like,
to one trick Widow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Widow's just. It's like Widow is not played at like the highest of ranks, and she's not even played at the lowest of ranks.
She's
Because
such a consistent hit skin though. Like I've
yeah,
seen more finals from a Widow than like a
yeah,
Hawkeye
but
though.
that's the thing. Like in low ranks, you don't see a good Widow because either Widows are so bad because either they're like throwing or they're just bad at her, or like the good Widows have actually, ranked past lower ranks, right? But you don't see her in the high ranks because people actually know how to actually deal with her. Because even though her CC is annoying as hell, she's just so easy to kill, you know? So, but overall, I think it's super obvious where we're putting her. She's never been oppressive, like, as a character alone. It's the people that make her oppressive, you know? Like the really, really talented people that just make her that oppressive.
I guess overall, especially how double shield tank has been meta for so long, and she's just not good into tanks. She's really just not good into tanks, and that kind of defines the meta nowadays. She's not better than Adam, so yeah, I
So
guess
we
D
know.
tier would be the only
So we
place
put an S tier,
in
right?
terms of meta.
Okay.
If it's F leg, maybe. If it's like
Yeah.
the other Widow one tricks, maybe.
What is Hulk's best season? In your humble opinion, I have no say on this. I
My
can't
opinion
remember.
would be season 3. I think that's when like Torch was somewhat meta,
Okay.
and Hulk had like a weird secret buff where he was able to like jump faster.
I feel like he's like a
I think
solid
he's on the
pick.
same level as Adam though.
You think so?
He was a solid pick, but he was never like a meta like game breaking. He would just force dive to not play dive anymore and within season 3.
Man.
And that's because that's when like Torch was permaban and then people started playing like BP all the time. I'm pretty sure that was this season. And Hulk was like kind of the counter to that, like the solution to that. He was also really good at like other things, like air stunning. There was a lot of flyers during the time too.
No, I actually see your
I just don't
reasoning.
see him.
I,
I
say,
just
I
don't
think
see him the
Adams.
same level.
I think Adams
Yeah,
more impressive than Hulk,
yeah.
at least during.
It just
quote,
wouldn't
unquote,
make
their
sense to put
primes.
Hulk above Adam.
Yeah, I have one argument for Hulk maybe being above Adam. If you're talking about season 3 Hulk, right? He was an anchor for Gamma Squid, and I feel like people just find Gamma Squid a whole lot more annoying than Adam.
Yeah, but like, okay, here's the thing: are we adding team ups?
Yeah, we were considering TM ups of that that specific season. If it's like a season where they're like specifically good.
Because if we're talking about no more team ups, I honestly think ice squids were the most annoying like things ever.
How were Gamma Squids different from Ice Squids? I know Ice Squids slow
Ice
you,
squids
but
perma slowed you.
perma slowed you?
Like if you were, well, not perma, but like it stopped your momentum so much to where if you were playing any dive, it just ruins your rhythm, like completely. It's like, you know how you go into an invisol or you go into like
or
like
a
through an
Widow
invis shield and you're just
yeah.
slowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Not maybe not to that
Wait,
extent.
so how
but
were
because
Gamma
you're so
Squids
used to it,
changed
it's
in any
rough.
way compared to like Ice Squids? Did they do more damage
They
per
just
second? Or
they
like
dealt
what?
more damage, but you were able to escape. It was all about line of
Okay.
sight. But with ice squids, it kept you in. So when you
Okay.
engaged in a fight, getting out was miserable.
Yeah, okay, I
And
guess that's a fair
tends to
argument.
kill you more.
But for
Ice
Cap,
squids was so bad.
For Cap, I don't think he has a specific season where he's like prime. I feel like, as I said to you,
Cap's prime was before the nerfs. So I would say like when he was the most survivable tank out there. I
So
think that was his prime.
so season
Yeah.
1.5 was his like absolute prime. I feel like it's a
In a
B
coordinated
tier.
setting, yeah.
I feel like a B tier. Cause like an enemy cap, even in like normal ranked, is really annoying. Because like a good cap will destroy your backline. But like honestly, any normal cap can just stall for a lot longer, and that stalling is a lot more annoying than Adam, in my opinion. And like season 1.5 was like the time when around it wasn't like specifically the time, but it was around the time when people realized, wait, you can animation cancel on cap. So he was like the most tankiest tank at the time, and then people realized you can effectively kind of just like double his DPS. But he
Hmm.
wasn't as annoying as like Prime Black Panther, you know?
That's hard to say because he just wouldn't die.
Yeah, he just wouldn't
Like,
die, but like according to like more of the fan base, they would rather ban the Black Panther over the Cap. And to some extent, I guess I agree, because I think I'd rather deal with something that's pretty hard to kill than something that just kills my backline in like 2 seconds.
I guess because I played with really good players is different because they just don't die and they play objective only.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
whenever you're going
saying.
against a cap on convoy, there's not a lot of things to just straight up counter someone that just sits on car and then runs because he's super fast and get a health pack and then he comes back and still unkillable and then he pops his ult and like kind of mini support ult and you basically have 3 support ult in your team. Like I think that was more miserable than Adam. Like he has to be above Adam.
Let's just put him at B
He's at
tier.
least B.
But cause like
He
no,
might be A. But
I remember him being just that annoying. Overall, like Cloak and Dagger has just been really good from like season 0 to like 4.5, but like the strongest she's ever been obviously was like, if we're looking at this right, 2.5.
mhm.
2.5 to 3, because of the fact that the segments get expired at the same time when season 2 rolled around. Yes,
Oh yeah.
healing of
Forgot
each
about that.
segment is good, but like let's be honest, like it was just like any other support ult. It's really hard to kill someone in it unless like they were already like hurt, or if you just focus fire and you have some sort of damage boost, right? I don't think the no
Mhm.
longer stacks like nerf was that bad.
No, it wasn't. It didn't kill her. Everyone still lived through ult. Like it
Yeah.
didn't matter. It was healing like crazy
So we agree it was
during that
around like
time.
seasons 2 to 3. She was like at her strongest, right?
Yeah, I honestly would think like she might be pick or ban during that time.
Pick her ban at that time.
Maybe not. Maybe not ban. Hmm.
I feel like.
She was definitely picked all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would put her in A tier
You would?
because yeah, she would get ult before every other support
Oh
ult,
yeah, I remember
like
that.
every
And as
time.
you said, this was around the time when like Cloak and Dagger's locked in against like their biggest counters, which were like Iron Man and Mag, and so like around this time, just Cloak and Dagger ults would just stop like ending early, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, right here. Do you think she was more impressive than BP? I don't think she was.
I think so. As most duelists feel about her, I feel like most duelists hate a really good cloak compared to a BP, and she was just meta. And every time you would get your DPS ult, she would already farm 2 ults. She would lap you. Like she would actually lap you in terms of ults.
But I feel like overall, just because of how reliable she was, and like just how it's just that. Also, when did she get
Yeah.
four dashes? Was that 1? Yeah, that was 1. Yeah, those 4 dashes helped her throughout her entire like prime. I mean, sure, we can put her above BP just because
I think
like
she's the same level, if not above BP.
yeah, it's just the fact that she was so good, you know? She's just good.
Yeah.
2 is when I consider him to be a bit worse, especially since he got rid of the Gamma team up. Yeah,
Is
that was like the end of his prime, I think.
Yeah, the Gamma team up, but it was also because Matt got buffed and became more viable. So he was getting like slowly
Okay.
outshadowed, but he was still meta.
What would you say, like season 2 was like the end of his prime?
I think his prime from 0 to season.
1.5.
I don't think that was his strongest. I think his strongest was just the beginning. Yeah, 0 to 1. Just all of season 0.
I don't
All
know.
of season 1 too.
I just did not play. I don't know.
He was broken. He was, like I played him so much during those seasons. He was absolutely broken. He was definitely S tier, especially since he was the one character that could consistently kill through support ults during the
No,
time.
I actually remember that. I saw that a lot in like pro play, with like the
Yeah,
team
like
up.
just you don't even have to be that good. You just have to
Yeah.
build your charge, and then you just ult, and it's just a free win. There is a problem with Strange. How like he was such a comfortable tank to where like people didn't want to ban him, but he was so strong. So,
That's true.
and I'm guessing like higher lobbies probably banned him. I just wasn't that high enough.
The main issue with me is that I just don't remember those seasons as much. Like, I really can't remember how oppressive some characters are just because it's been a long time. If you're thinking us, we can put us, because if we put Click and Dagger in A just because of how reliable she was and just how good she was at doing her job, we can do the same thing for Strange.
I don't think he was just reliable and strong. I think he was a game changer if he had the better better
No,
Strange.
yeah, I absolutely, yeah, I remember, like
It wasn't.
Strange and
Yeah,
Mag were just
he
like
was
the
just
best
so good.
tanks for like the earlier seasons, no matter what. They were so
Yeah.
good together. Like from season 0 to 1, his biggest counters weren't even like there yet. Like Emma couldn't choke slam him out of his ult. Gambit couldn't cleanse that ult. Like, yeah, I think like the best
Yeah.
counter to Strange ult is just splitting up. But some situations you just can't split up as a team. Like you just genuinely can't. I feel like he was strongest from around 1.5. At least from these patch notes. I just never found Groot really that annoying during his prime of 1.5, but I can see why. You're basically dealing with like a mobile Strange shield every 8 seconds. Is from what I'm
Yeah.
reading here. You said during that time the meta was like really immobile tanks, so Emma, Strange, and Mag. Groot was just
Yeah.
really good against those tanks.
Group farm built so fast too. Oh my god.
And then like I feel like around that time, like Groot's biggest counters were also banned a lot too, like Wolf, Bucky, yeah.
It was Wolf, sometimes Bucky.
Like Bucky was getting banned a lot more around this time. Was that season 2 maybe? I don't know, man. Who do you think was more impressive, Groot or Strange during their time?
In terms of annoying, definitely Groot. But Strange is probably on top. Strange is probably, yeah, on top.
What do you think about
I
Hawkeye?
swear.
What do you think his prime was?
Joseph, I'm gonna put you into a Sora YouTube like short. Oh no! You're right. It would look. It wouldn't even matter what the prompt is. It would look so believable. He's
Wait.
white and has a bow and arrow.
Bro, what was his prime? Season 0 or 5?
Season 0.
Okay, and tell the audience why? Because I was not as high as the rank as you.
I think it's because like his aim, like he can charge it up from so far away. He was an actual sniper that can like just one shot you across the map. And people were really good at like just killing you across the map. He also countered a lot of just like supports.
Like, why would he actually like do what he did? You know?
Yeah, you're so right, Yosef.
Because think about like, if you really think about like the impact he's had on like the whole, comic thing, it just don't make no sense, you know?
I know, right? Like,
So you should probably go a little bit higher. Can't lie.
bro,
At least A or S.
he's at his highest. Yes.
What is that right now?
I don't know. Alex, what do you think? I feel like from what you said, he was probably...
I think it's
The fuck?
GG.
I think from
In
what you
terms
said,
of how annoying
A
he
tier,
was,
yeah? Wasn't bans only available to Grandmaster and above for a while? Yeah?
That was not
Yeah.
true. That is not true. Not
Yo,
true.
shut up, bro.
that is true.
That is true.
Yeah,
Okay, what I'm
GM
trying to-
above, but that was
What I was trying to say before my phone interrupted me was that Hawkeye, I just did not see a lot of Hawkeye in Season 0. At least in Diamond and below.
Well, yeah, because they're all freaking boosted out.
Oh,
Like, it was easy to
exactly.
get out. Like,
So,
it was
So-
literal.
so do
the
we put him
literal cheat code.
above BP or below BP?
I think he was worse than BP. Just the fact that he's a one shot. Like, he
not a
carried
one-shot, too.
lobbies. He
Okay, do
carried
we-
lobbies in season 0.
Okay, do we put him above Cloak and Dagger or
Up-
no?
No,
I,
no,
I,
no.
no, I
no.
agree
I
with
think
Joseph
so.
on the.
I think.
I feel like Cloak and Dagger was
That's
just so
actually
so oppressive for so much longer.
That's
For
Yeah, I
longer, but
agree.
we're not talking about how much longer. We're talking about like how broken they were for a short
Well,
period
I
of
guess
time.
that it's
No,
a
but
factor
longer
of how.
plays a part for sure. Like, think about
Yeah,
it. Longer
yeah.
definitely plays a part.
No, it does not.
You
We're
can't
talking about
tell.
at their prime.
No, it does. Yeah, Cloak and
No,
Dagger's
but
prime was
Conz back
longer.
up, though, it's longer, right?
Yeah.
It
that
doesn't
prime was
matter
way
whether it's
longer.
longer. We're talking about which one's more impressive when someone's out of prime. When we say that like someone is
no,
just like
longer
giga
matters.
broken. What? What?
Come on, Connor. Tell him why it matters. Literally tell him why the long term matters.
Oh my god.
It matters because let's think about it, right? When you're talking about LeBron James, right? His legacy
Here we go.
lasts for a long time, and LeBron James is considered one
Long
of the
time.
best NBA players. But
Mhm.
even without knowing the NBA, there has probably definitely been a season where someone has done had a better impact than LeBron, if that makes sense.
But with
Exactly.
that, but with that, okay, but with
wasn't
that
even-
logic, you would say that Mag is S tier because he's been like meta since like the start. I don't think Mag is S
You
tier.
gotta think about it overall, you know?
But
Like,
yeah,
it's
this is
not just
overall.
Like, he wasn't
Like
on time.
these factors, like all these factors combined, make like
Exactly.
you know, make it
exactly.
up.
I don't think
Bingo.
longevity really matters because then
Oh,
BP would
but
be less.
longevity,
BP would be lower on the tier list.
I don't think so.
You
No,
can't
but
put
overall,
because
though,
his
overall.
prime lasted for around a season,
That's too
maybe
short.
even less. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like it did not last that long.
In that one
Same
season,
thing
though,
with
what did
Hawkeye
he do?
too.
What did he do in that one season, though?
Oh my god, Joseph, you're gonna make me crash out. Trying to make my
How
point.
powerful was
Oh my god,
This
How
guy.
powerful
bro.
was he in that one season?
He's playing the game. We can't even talk normally. Just keep it as
You
it
guys get
is
it?
for now. Why not?
Oh my.
Want to keep it as it is right here in A.
For now, we might have to switch it up later. But for now,
Let's talk
Makes
about Hella
sense.
then. You think her prime was season
Hella's
0?
S. Yeah.
I just think Hella's just really impressive throughout this entire game cycle. She's been good in every season, I think.
She was permaban. I think like her prime was when she was permaban, which she does get banned now. But season 0 was by far the worst. And like, if you didn't ban Hella first, it was miserable. Hawkeye was a little bit more manageable in season 0 because not everyone can consistently gain value off of Hawkeye, but he was still really good too. I think Hella. That's a problem. I feel like Hella and Hawkeye should be the same tier. I think they should both be in S. The more I think about it, I feel like Hawkeye, Hella, like especially during their prime, season 0, that was like they were shining. Like you had to ban both of them, otherwise you couldn't play the game. It was because he was such a survivable character that can live in your backline for so long and deal so much damage to your tanks if the tanks also helped. To where like it was just miserable to play against. So they made it to where he still kept his damage, but he was a lot less survivable. I would put him. He wasn't pick or ban though. He wasn't like that bad. Well, somewhat. Sometimes people would ban him, but I think he's A.
He's-
I don't think he would carry lobbies, but he was definitely like make the game so much harder. So he would be A.
I think he's right below Black Panther though. I feel like he was slightly
I
more
think so,
manageable
too.
than BP.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
I have this chart, yeah. His most common time when he was banned was season 2. Iron Man. I feel like he's C, no?
I think so too. Wasn't he like really strong at one point though?
Yeah, so season 2 gave him 100 bonus health when he activated Overdrive. Yes, he got nerfed in 2.5, but I don't think he was ever that bad. Like, I don't think the changes were that bad.
Yeah.
And then he also got the team up with Ultron. When was Flyer meta? It was around when Ultron came around, yeah?
I don't think Iron Man was worth banning. So,
I-
okay, would
yeah, I
you
don't-
agree that anything below B is mainly because it wasn't even considered banning, so it's automatically below B
Yeah, honestly, like
or at B? Because
Like a
that's
good-
what I feel like.
Like Iron Man, I don't think he's that bad of a pick even now, but like he never his prime which was like around season 2 to like 2.5, around Flyer meta,
Mhm.
it wasn't. He wasn't like.
He was never banned.
He was never
and
banned.
He wasn't. He wasn't
his-
like carry. His carry potential wasn't as high as the other DPS characters. I
Yeah.
would say. Unless you're able to consistently land your ult,
Jeff.
Jeff, I'll put him S. So he's a reliable healer that just never dies. And his speed boot, like he gets to boost people with the bubbles, which help tanks. And it's like his win rate was crazy high. And it was really hard to dodge his ult because Jeff decided, like, people figured out the tech to like start climbing and do your ults off of like high areas in order to make it invisible. Like, that's what made Jeff so good. And now he has a heal pool, and this was like right before Gambit, and he was like it wasn't pick or ban though, but like if you didn't have a team that could run away, you had to ban Jeff. Like if you had Adam, Luna, Emma, she has to hold her diamond more. Like he just changes the playstyles of so many characters when his ult arrives, and the fact that his ult is a healing ult now, like I think that's what made him so strong. Okay, maybe he wasn't S though. The more I think about it, maybe he wasn't S.
2.5 is when they changed like how he worked a lot. It wasn't still season 4 when the whirlpool thing happened. So
When he added the whirlpool, that's when like people started playing him like crazy.
yeah, that's like
And you
season
started
4.
seeing him in the top ring. So I think it's between S or A. Not thinking about it, it might be A.
Like it's A. You put him there.
I think it's A. I think it's A. Yeah. Loki. Ooh.
I think he's S. No, he's like server admin. I think it was before the nerf. I know he's really good with Gambit this season, but still.
He controls the lobby if the gambit's also open.
So he was just really strong from like just 3.5 around that time.
Gambit Loki now requires a gambit, and you can't shove Loki like you did before, where you didn't have to have a Luna. Like you can still run Loki, but like in this case, we have to run a gambit in order for it to like be that good. So yeah, I think it was before his nerf. He also did so much more damage.
I feel like he's just server admin. He does damage. His heals are insane. Runes are a really good ability. I feel like runes are better than like Soul Bond, in my opinion.
Oh, by far, yeah. Because you can kill through Soulbond, you can't technically
Yeah.
kill through runes
What
unless you
else?
break it. But
I'm trying to think. Just like a very annoying to kill support. Not only that, you could argue that Loki just had one of the best support ults in the game, because I felt like with the amount of healing he did, he got his support ult faster than any other support.
yeah, he definitely did. I think he was pick or ban, so he's at least A. I feel like in terms of A or above, it has to be pick or ban. Like either you pick the character or you can somewhat ban it.
I feel like he's S though.
He might be.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I think he was somewhat meta defining.
Yeah, I
So
feel
yeah,
like he
I would
was
put
just
him as-
always better than Jess Prime and like Cloak and Dagger's Prime.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll put him S.
Uh,
Luna, S.
S.
During her
feel-
prime, yeah, I would say S.
I feel like her prime was from like 0 till 4.5. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
The only reason
Yeah,
technically she's not in her prime anymore is because she doesn't really offer any utility with her kit. And so that's like a big issue with a lot of people. Like it makes sense, duh. But
I guess she's still really good. but
yeah.
I would say she gains ult extremely fast. She is so good at dealing with divers though. Like people say that she's the worst with dive. I think she's one of the because you don't have to hit the freeze. You just have to have freeze available to heal yourself. And her little clap ability has like a beam like AoE. Like you don't have to be fully accurate to hit that shot. And typically with like 250 characters, you can 1v1 like Spider-Mans and stuff. Like they can't really run away from you if you have your clap. Her ult is probably one of the best ults in the game. She was broken in season 0 because she had a trick where she can like flip the modes like instantly, like constantly.
True, yeah, I remember that.
I think it was just the fact that her ult was so strong and teams knew how to abuse it and push forward, and you literally couldn't do anything about it unless you have a nuke ult. Like, she was the best. So yeah, I'll put her in S.
I feel like Magic's prime was when she got a lot of buffs or like changes recently, right?
I don't know. Even if this is her prime, like she's not that strong in this prime either.
No, I absolutely agree. I think the only reason she got banned a lot, like a lot of backline players, where it's like support or very slow DPS players, right? They just saw a lot of people playing Magic and they just got annoyed with it, so they were like, yeah, let's just ban this character. I don't think it's because she was actually good, it was just because a lot of Magic players were annoying, you know?
Yeah, she never really had like a hard meta or anything. There was like really good players that played Magic, but she never. I mean, there's people that could pull off and become server admin, but like she was never a game changer pick that would like cause like be the reason your team won, unless like you have a crazy player. So I would put her honestly a D.
You'd say D? That's crazy.
Well, think about it. Like her current, like she's a good player, but she was never like you would only ban her if they had a one trick.
I don't think you would ban her if they had one. It's as I said. It's just like they ban her, just because a lot of people were playing her. She's just annoying.
Well, yeah, a lot of people were playing her. Doesn't mean that she was good though. I'm saying like if she was really good because her skill ceiling's high, then yeah, you would ban her. Otherwise, like it doesn't make sense banning her. She was never like that good. You know, it's like the same reason as Widow. Like, say that a lot of people started picking Widow. Why? I wouldn't put Widow a B tier now because a bunch of people picked her. Unless they were good, because we know like the one trick Widow players were really good. Then it makes it to where like, oh, maybe Widow is even up to S tier because she can one shot 250s. But no, she's in D tier because she didn't have like a meta defining like thing. Like you didn't have to ban her. You know, I feel like that's the same with Magic. Like people figured out that like she wasn't that good, and she still isn't.
We just put. I think feel like just put her on C. I don't think D. It's with at least with Magic, you can get value. Like,
Well, that's the same as
these-
Widow though. You can get value with.
Well, yeah,
with
but
Widow.
like the issue with Widow is that there's just not enough. It's just a really hard character, just because of game sense wise. You need to know what destroys.
That's the same
you.
with Magic though. You
I mean,
you also
yeah,
have to
you
have
could
a
say
pretty
the
good
same
amount
thing
of
for
game
everything,
sense.
but I just feel like Magic players are just more consistent, and so when you get a
I
Magic
mean,
on
I
your
guess
team,
they're consistent.
yeah, it's just like D tier is just like people who are like talented. They're just really talented. They know how that character works deep down. They know how to actually make that character work.
In D or B? You said B.
D.
D.
Like D, those
Yeah,
characters.
well, that's why I feel like with Magic though, I feel like she would be like they know how to play her. But like she was never in a state where she was permaban or banned at all, unless there was a one trick player that did know how to play her.
I don't
You know,
know. Like during
and there was so many things to shut her down too.
I think at least when season 4 her shit got changed, just people just wanted to ban her. Not, as I said, not because she was actually good, but because they just saw how many like Magic players were actually like playing her, you know?
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the reason why she would be good at all.
I know, but still, I don't know. If we want to compromise, either probably put her high D. Because
I'll
I
put
think
her
she's
no, definitely high D because I think she can do more than a Black Widow because of her ult. I feel like her ult kind of did carry some parts of the game, and you couldn't really do much about it. Like there was more carry potential compared to Widow. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to compare to Widow because we're thinking of the one tricks now. But like, she was never meta defining. You never had to like really change up your composition because of a magic, unless your teammate or your team was just bad. Like with Iron Man, you did have to change your composition at least. With Hulk, you somewhat do have to change your composition. Well, honestly, I can see Hulk maybe being D tier too with this argument, but
I don't know. I've seen a lot more Magic bans than Iron Man bans.
no, even
my
Hulk you
entire
had to
life.
change. Even Hulk you had to change because say that you were running flyer meta, Hulk was so good into flyer meta because he was the main guy to like drop him down. So Hulk you had to change your composition. Adam you had to like somewhat change because he would have Soban and like his ult which is so oppressive. Like Magic, what do you have to change in terms of your comp?
I don't know. You just lock it.
Like, exactly. Like, she was never meta. Like, you didn't have to make team coordination things because of a magic pick. That's like what I see is something meta. So if we look at S tier, if you don't pick them and if they're not in your comp, you're not gonna have fun in that game, and you're really likely to lose. And as it goes down to D tier is like characters you can pick and you can be really good, but it's never a force change in the team because of the pick itself. It's really because of the player, you know.
I guess that's a fair argument. Just keep her above Widow because Magic is just more consistent than Widow.
I can see them.
Magic has more impact than Widow. Alright, this dude, I think he's D. I'm kidding. Was that a good joke?
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that a good
yeah.
joke?
Wait,
this
what's his
dude-
prime? Is it now?
I think it's this entire game cycle. I really think so.
No, season 0 he was trash. It
Are
was
you s-
until they buffed his damage. Yeah, he was
you
actually
sure?
kind of trash. Yeah, no one
'Cause I
really
sw-
liked him either.
Okay, I swear in
Season 0 was
seasons.
his
Okay, I
worst.
swear in season 0, the best two tanks were just Strange and Mag. That's what I heard.
Well, it was strange in Mag because Mag had that team with Scarlet Witch, and like Mag was good.
No. He didn't. Oh wait, never mind. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mag was good because he had another shield, and it was a lot of brawl. So there was only 2 tanks in the game that had shield. But even then, Strange was just infinitely
Okay,
better,
okay,
and you didn't
okay.
have to run
Well,
Mag.
he was. This dude is basically
He didn't have
server
damage.
admin from season 1 till now. He's still pretty server admin right now.
I think right now is his best
You think
because of
so?
the team up with
Honestly,
Gambit.
let's rearrange us. Let's just rearrange us.
Most broken, probably
Yeah.
Strange,
Okay.
and then Groot,
Okay.
and then Hela, and then Hawkeye,
Okay.
and then Loki, Luna, Mag. Yeah, I think that's the correct order.
Okay, GG, bro. Okay, man, tits.
Mantis, in pro play it would be us. In regular play, I think she's B.
Wasn't her prime in season
I think her prime
0?
is right now.
Oh, right now?
Somewhat. I think right now, especially in comp, she's like at least B, maybe even A. Because she, in the higher elo, she is the only consistent character that's able to survive through Gambit ult. Like, as in your team surviving a full Gambit ult. And that's like crazy because even in Invis ult you can kill through with Gambit ult. Not including like other ultimates, but in general, like your team just couldn't run you over. And like Invis, not even just Invis, but freaking Luna, you're able to anti-heal. With Invis, you're able to anti-heal. With Mantis, it gives you overshield to compensate for the anti-heal effect. And by the time the anti runs out and people actually start doing damage to your health, it's not fast enough, and you just don't straight up die through. And it gives your team the mobility to run away. Like, Mantis ult is the best ult for a Gambit ult. It's also really good for kiting too. Like, and it's the only way you can like react properly. So I think like Mantis currently, especially now that she's run in triple support so often in higher elo, she's like, I would honestly put her in like A because it's really, really annoying when you're going against a triple support comp with the Mantis. The damage boost, it also makes dive characters so strong. So yeah, I would put Mantis at A. I would put her above Cloak. I think Cloak is on the bottom of that A tier though. Yeah. Was it above Jeff? That's the question.
Personally, I don't really deal with Mantis that much in my past few seasons, but I do see your point. Also, yeah, I feel like Mantis is just like a way worse thing to deal with than an Atom in a triple support comp. Like if you have 2 main healers, right?
Yeah.
You need to pick like a 3rd support. I'd much rather deal with an Atom than a Mantis.
Honestly, I think she's worse than a Jeff. She is so strong. She is so strong, and she's been so strong. It's really her being enables her team to do so much more and get ult so much faster. And then her ult in itself is just so good. It's so much better than Jeff. Like Jeff, yeah, you just get someone that like heal bots and like just doesn't die. But Mantis, like, she does so much. She has a CC. You can kill through things. Honestly, I think she's above Jeff. She is so good right now. Yeah, I think that's good.
Damage trigger logic has been corrected. Is this where it fixed it? 1.5, getting rid of double damage.
I think so.
Okay, season 1 is literally just a better season 0 Moon Knight ult. Wait, what? Duration increased
Yeah.
from 3.5. Okay, I don't know if you remember which ult was worse. Actually, no. No, season 2's ult does not matter. It's either you could argue Moon Knight's prime is from season 1 to 1.5, because both of these ults are just really good. No matter what, if you got caught somewhere in the Conchu ult or like the Moon Knight ult, you would just get cracked. But season 2, like, yes, technically the closer you are in the center, the more likely you are to get cracked. People have legs, people have mobility options, people have damage blocking options, you know? People have support ults that they can use their legs in. So this actually kind of, this change right here, the damage fall off, like the further you move away from the center of the Conchu ult, basically kind of killed Moon Knight from seasons 2 to 4.5. Like 5, he's played a bit more now, but he's not like as insane as he was from 1 to 1.5, you know?
He's best right now in terms of his kit, but he's probably, yeah, he's best at from 1 to 1.5 in terms of his ult.
I feel like when his ult was insane, he just did a lot more though. So I think that's his prime, from 1 to 1.5.
I think so too. It's a lot more brawl comps. So you were able to shove Moon Knight more often. You weren't able to get kills, but your point was to get
Ult.
Get ults. This is hard. I don't really know.
I feel like top
There's
B.
never-
Maybe below
He
cap.
definitely made it to where Loki was more unplayable, and the team did have to switch. So he's above D.
I feel like he's more impressive than the characters in
Probably
C.
above C. Yeah, I think he's above C. I think it's B.
I agree, he's B. Because he's
Yeah.
not as broken or as impressive as the characters in A to warrant enough, like, to warrant those bans, but he's like Cap level, you know? Cap has a pretty good niche, stalling and stuff like that. And Moon Knight has a pretty good niche, busting brawl comps. So
Yeah, I would put him at B.
what should we
He's
put
just
him?
really
Below or
good.
above Cap?
I think it's below cap. I think you're more often able to have like value off of a cap, like, and you kind of have to change your comp more often than a Moon Knight. So yeah, that sounds about right.
More. When is this dude's prime?
It's hard. I think it was the Ice Squids, but
I think so
because
too.
Luna was played all the time, and the Ice Squids were so broken. Like
I
that
feel like-
eliminated dive.
I feel like not only that, like, Namor was like the only thing you could really, or Namor was like the only thing that people thought of when you were countering dive, at least back in season 0 and 1. Wait, when did Game of Squid get introduced? Was that season 3? It was right, yeah, it was season 2 when Game of Squid came. You said B?
Oh, this is a hard one. I feel like when it goes against dive, he's so strong, and he is somewhat meta changing, and you kind of have to play him. Like, I can see him being A, but I can also see him being B because he kind of does nothing when you're going against a brawl comp.
Yeah. I
He
feel
was
like
never really had a picker ban.
was his old ult better than his current one now? Or
His old one is so much better because you were able to combo it with Luna ult. So like back then, you could just Luna damage boost, and ult as no more, and even the outer circles would one-shot 250s. But now it doesn't.
Let's just put
Even
him
with the
top
damage
B, you
boost.
know?
So yeah, I would put him top B.
I think her prime's right now, no?
I think it's right now, yeah. Ever since they introduced the Rocket team up.
I think the Rocket
I-
team up was helpful, but I don't think it made her like prime. I think it was the recent changes for season 5. It made her just played a lot more, just generally a better character.
That too, yeah. The
feel
Rocket
like-
team up did like help her a lot though, because you were able to kill through 2 tanks and not just one.
Yeah.
Because what, each nest did 800 damage at its full charge? I think it's 800. And then her mines are so good. I think, yeah. Yeah, she's at her best now, especially with the current map pool too. A lot of the maps support penny play, so yeah, I'll put her at A. She can shut down teams, and you have to like have a well-coordinated team in order to destroy her. I think she's like above Jeff. Or is she above
think
Jeff?
she-
Because there's some. I think because she can't be played on all maps, she has to be in mid A.
But can't you say the same thing for Jeff? Because Jeff is kind of map centric too, to some extent.
That's true. Same thing with BP.
I don't think BP as much, but yeah, some maps do suck for BP. Like the actual, like the Wakanda
Like the
payload map sucks for BP. Just a really bad map for offing
Wakandas.
goals.
the Loki convoy map. That one sucks for BP. I would put her, I guess, above Jeff. I mean, she's so good. I think currently she's really strong and somewhat like meta defining.
Yeah. This one.
Psylocke.
So server admin.
Yeah, I would say so. She's at least an S.
She's still server
What was her
admin.
prime though? Do you think her ult being better was her prime, or her base kit being better was her prime?
I think it's
I think
right
her base
now.
kit was. I think her base kit was so broken.
I feel like right now she can still kind of do. She still does a lot of damage with her base kit, but this ult is so dumb. Like, the old ult required at least some sort of like. Well, obviously
You
you
only
can't
needed
just.
2 people.
Yeah, like obviously you can't
Which
just
is
like
the
willy nilly
supports.
throw your ult out as Psylocke now, but like the skill floor of her ult dropped just insanely when they got changed. Like it requires so much stacking, and it requires like it's just so broken. The ult is so busted.
Right now her ult's really strong.
Like
But like the problem is her neutral fights are so weak compared to all the good characters, to where she's not as meta defining, I would say. Like yeah, her ult is really strong, but her neutrals are so much weaker to where it's harder to gain your ult compared to before.
I guess.
Especially if you're running into like a decent tank player. Like they're more often than not to like deal with you and stuff. Like don't get me wrong, she's still really good, but because she relies on her ult so much, I have to put her bottom of S. Like I don't know, I feel like her ult is really strong now, but I honestly prefer her base kit more, because she was able to consistently one-shot 275s, especially if they're caught off guard, and your supports couldn't do anything about it. It was actually crazy in higher elo. Like you literally couldn't do anything unless you already expect it. Similar to BP.
I think S tier has just like a very common theme of like these characters have been good to run in literally every season, pretty much.
That, or like at least pick or ban.
Yeah, like
Because I want to
Psylocke.
say like Root was...
Psylocke has just always been good from the start.
I think she's
just-
There was a case she was pick or ban. Yeah, I would put her at least S.
Yeah.
At least, but she has to be bottom of S. I don't think she was ever better than any of the other characters or meta defining, but like she is S.
Yeah, that's fine. She's just so her ult's so dumb.
Yeah. Punisher is interesting.
Like his prime was when he just got his buffs recently.
He had infinite ammo. He did so much damage. He was able to build ult super quick. Mag and Strange was played a lot, so it was hard to counter. And his ult is still really good.
I still think it's when he got buffed. Not really. Like the team up era, yeah, he was pretty good. I just still think it's when he got buffed. Because the thing is that like when he had
He was
infinite
never
ammo,
pick or ban.
yeah, when he had infinite ammo, that was when Rocket was kind of a niche pick. Like
That's true.
you would only really run Rocket if you had a Punisher on your team. And a lot of people did not like how Rocket ult did not give heals, so it was very discouraging to just play Rocket in general in comp.
Yeah.
But the thing is now, like, even then, you could argue that Punisher's just stronger now, because like his ult is just so good compared to back then. You just combine it with any aggressive support ult, like Gambit ult. Okay, well,
Mantis, or even like.
well, Gambit wasn't out in 2.5. I feel like he was strongest. Like his prime was just in the season where he just got a lot of buffs, but then season 3 was when like people chilled out on him. Like he's still not a bad pick. It's just that season 2.5 was when I would consider his prime.
I would put him at B.
Yeah.
His ult was still really strong. You did have to change your comp based off him. You still do. You have to play mag against him, otherwise it kind of sucks, and you have to kite. Unless you have like a Gambit ult to like kite it. But yeah, it like his ult really carries him. That made swaps. His neutrals were really strong too. You were able to consistently do damage. His shotgun, people now noticing that his shotgun is super strong. Yeah, I would put him high B.
Did I put him above Namor? I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Rocket, son.
Okay. I would put Rocket. His prime was during Animal Backline, and I'm pretty sure that was 4.5 when he was run with Jeff. And Rocket Jeff made the backline game like they just wouldn't die. They literally wouldn't die.
What makes Rocket different in season 5? Because he got buffs. Is it just because of the meta right now?
Because Gambit came out and there's better character. The fact that Gambit is good and which makes Loki is good now, which makes I think Invis was she strong at 4.5 or 5 when she got her buff? I think it's 5 was when she got her buff. Rocket was just still better in 4.5. I'm still trying to think why though.
I think it was just
because nowadays people just break this ult so quick.
Yeah, but you could argue the same thing in 4. I think it's just the meta, like as you said. Other supports are more likely to be played right now. You can't really break a Gambit ult unless you kill Gambit. You can't really break an Invis ult unless you focus down Sue. But you can break a Rocket ult. But like the season 4.5 where they made his ult basically old Rocket ult but with like healing added, it was just so good. I feel like
oh yeah, that's what they buffed. They buffed his projectile healing to go faster and do more healing nowadays. So he gets ult faster, but it doesn't really matter as much. Back then was about the backline game. Like last 0.5 season was about the backline game because there was so much dive that was happening. Like a lot of people were running Spider-Man. Yeah, I would say like kind of Spider-Man or running. Was BP okay? I don't remember if BP was okay in 4.5. I don't think
BP sucked after he got nerfed.
Think so. Yeah. What was killing the backline all the time? I remember people had to run.
Are you talking about 4.5?
Yeah, for 4.5, there
Yeah,
was so much
Daredevil.
Jeff and Rocket. Oh, did Daredevil get added in 4.5?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why. It was literally because of Daredevil that forced Animal backline, and he was so good at surviving. You needed a Rocket and Jeff in order to survive. Same thing with the Angela, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would put him like
A. A for apple.
A above Cloak.
I think so.
I think
Above Iron Fist.
I think above Iron Fist, below Panther in terms
Okay.
of like meta. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's prime was probably like season 2 when it was like Prime's dive meta. Spider-Man was just broken and everyone hated him at one point.
Yeah.
They
Was
had to
that-
decrease his uppercut to
Was
4
that
meters.
was season 2 when he still had Venom team up?
I think so, or did they remove that as season 2? It was just the fact that he can one-shot 250.
Yeah, he
easily,
lost
like-
his team up with Venom in 2.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, around
That was definitely his
1.5,
prime.
around 1.5 season 2 was his prime.
I would put him. I also feel like he was like he had a season where he was special and people. Okay, was he banned though? I don't remember a lot of people just straight up banning him.
I feel like no, I remember that season. Everyone, it's like
Was
the
it?
yeah, it was like the BP magic thing. Like supports didn't want to deal with dives, so they just banned the most popular dive at the time.
That's true, but he was so good at it. Like,
But,
when I think about it, I think he's below Iron Fist.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, this dude is an insta. Okay, was that a good joke?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, D. She's only good for spawn holds, but
I
otherwise
feel
you
like
would never run her.
I don't know. I feel like I want to put Squirrel Girl right below Widow.
I think so too. Like Widow, she had a niche. I don't see. Well, Squirrel Girl does have a niche, but it's so rare too. Like you would never play Squirrel Girl. Yeah, I would put her D. I don't think her ult was terrible. Like her prime was when her ult actually was an ult, and
I
that
don't
didn't really
even
mean
know.
much.
I was just
So.
gonna say she never really had a prime season because she's just really she's just not good.
Well, her prime was when Midtown, and people figured out like the symbiote map, the convoy map was really good for her, and people shoved it a bit, and she was really strong, but she was never banned. She was really easy to kill, especially with Salak and stuff. I think she's just straight up D. Like she had her prime when her ult was an ult, but she would never like peaked above anyone else. So yeah, I would put D.
Star Lord.
I
Like
would
at least
put
B or A. Not maybe S.
I'm-
No, not S. I don't think S.
That's hard to say. I somewhat do see him being an S. Below Psylocke though. But still in the same level as Psylocke. The problem was so his prime was when he was so good at charging ult.
So it was right here. It was like from seasons 0 to 1.5. He was really busted, right? Because you're talking about
Yeah.
season 2 was when he didn't like mega fall off, but like that E ult farming trick with the mag bubble was less common, less damage, and damage fall off got added. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, season
Yeah.
2 was around the season where Emma got added. It never mind. It's not around. It is the season. So it was like,
Yeah.
and Emma's ult just counter Star Lord's ult, like hella crazy.
He
So-
was really strong though. Like Star-Lord was really strong that season. I don't think he was strong enough to be a face of season 1.5 though. So I think he's deserving the top of A.
So here,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then Storm.
She was server admin. I think she was above Hella in terms of tier list. She was
How
so
do I not?
broken.
How do I not remember her nerfs in 1.5? How do I not remember this? I didn't know. No, I agree.
I don't
Season
think you played
one.
as much.
No,
but
I did
she
play
was
a lot.
so.
No, yeah, season
Oh,
one,
okay.
she was super server admin, especially. I'm just dying to her ult, and I would just be so annoyed.
Her ult was broken. Her freaking damage was so much. She boosted everyone so much. Like,
And now she's like,
she was so strong.
now she's just
Right
mid.
now?
I feel like she's played a lot. I feel like she was played a lot when Jeff Nato got added, but after that season, people learned how to counter it, and it was just. And it was
Yeah,
also
until
around the.
season 5 when she got buffed again, she is kind of viable again. But just people don't know it. People don't really play her too much.
then-
She is good though.
I think Jeff
but-
Nato got added, so there was a reason for people to play Jeff. Without like the
Yeah, to play Jeff and
stereotypical
Storm.
healing circle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, season 1 was by far her best.
Yeah,
though.
she's
And
Diddy.
She was the face.
She oiled up,
of that
bro.
season.
She oiled up everybody in
think-
season 1.
I think I have to put her like near the top of S, like probably above Guru.
Okay.
Maybe I think she's the top of S. She was a face of a season. I think she has to be top of S. Her strongest suit was like, it was so awful. Like, oh my god.
Tor. I say D, bro. I think Tor is D.
Yeah, never pick or ban state. Never really had like a good reason to pick him. His best state is right now against Angela and Daredevil, but even then he still gets run over by all the other characters.
Think.
Constantly needs buffs. He just like, you know, yeah, I would put him a D.
I think I would put
Yeah.
him above Squirrel Girl, but below Widow. I think.
Yeah, he had more of a purpose because currently he's really good against Diddy and he's really good against Angela. That's it. He's good at doing damage too, but like, that's it. Yeah, I would put him above Squirrel Girl. Is he above Widow?
I don't think so.
don't
I just don't think
either.
so. Wanda,
Yeah,
I think S. D. But
Yeah.
that was a good joke, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Wanda
Yeah.
really has a prime. Maybe her prime's right now. Maybe because with the
Her
Strange
prime
team
was.
up.
It was before they nerfed the Strange team up, but yeah.
Or was it? Or was her prime when you could finally get healed during like the fade ins, or like the fade out ability? You know what I'm talking about? So I feel like that made her even more unkillable.
It made her more unkillable, but it's not like she was killing anything.
Technically, she's not like. She never really had a prime, but like if we want to talk about her strongest state, it'd probably be season
I mean,
2.
that is her. Yeah.
Wait, her team up never got nerfed, did it?
Yeah, they made it to where it doesn't do as much blast damage or something,
Oh yeah,
which
it's
kind
like
of killed off a lot of her damage.
oh season 4 when they made her base get just better, but
Yeah.
the team up. So I guess from
Yeah.
seasons 2 to 3 were her prime, but even then you rarely see her. She just doesn't do enough damage. Sometimes you didn't have a Strange on your team, and her ult sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I would put her D. She didn't really serve a purpose.
Or should we put her? Should we put her above Squirrely?
Nope, not even. She was so bad.
Venom.
Venom?
I feel like his prime was
I'll put
when
him at
his. I feel like that's when his anti-heal. He didn't get nerfed recently, right? People just realized that like it's not as bad as they
He was just
thought,
strong. Yeah.
and so like they stopped banning
Well,
his.
his buff, he like constantly got buffs. I played him at his worst state, and I still like playing him. He is somewhat banned sometimes. Here's the thing: he was never pick or banned, so I can't put him at F. But he was never. I think he's below Iron Fist. He's above Spider-Man, but he's below Iron Fist.
Look, the two spiders sitting with each other.
Yeah, I would, because Iron Fist was actually like a really big threat, and tanks could not play. Like, you had to ban him. You kind of have to ban Venom. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. But he could also be B. No, he was so good in dive meta though. Yeah, he has to be an A because like if people are running dive and you know that Venom is like such a good ban.
It's
But
just,
I just don't see him banned as much as all the other characters in A. Like I feel like he's banned in terms of ban rate would be the same as Cap.
let's just move on from him. What do you think about Bucky? Season
think he's
4,
currently
he
S.
actually became Diddy, bro. Oh my god, I hate
He's
this
definitely
character so
S.
much, bro.
He literally only got buffs. It don't make sense. Like, oh
I'm
my
so
god.
glad that people don't play him still for some reason. He is so good.
What? No, people shove him all the time in
I
my
know,
elo. Like,
people
oh my
don't,
god, get him
dude, people
out.
don't play him in my EO that much. Like,
He's played all the time, especially now that Loki's played all the time. He's like, oh my god, you play him all the time. He Spider-Man, you can't even play Spider-Man against him. He shuts down dive now. Like him being able to make it to where you're grounded. Yeah, he shuts down all of dive. His hook is just insanely broken.
he's nearly
like-
unkillable if he cycles his cooldowns correctly.
I think he's above Psylocke.
I agree. Do you think this? You think? I think so.
I think he's above Loki.
Okay. I think he's above this.
Mm. Problem is he wasn't banned
What did you just
to
say?
that extent.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't banned to that extent.
So sad.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
still-
that was just the main thing. He wasn't banned to the extent of their prime. Like he never became that.
I just think
impressive.
that
He is, but
I just think that Bucky's above Hawkeye because Hawkeye, you don't see as many Hawkeye players. Like I think Bucky has overall a much easier like skill floor compared to Hawkeye, so that's why you see a lot more players.
yeah, but the ceiling are so different. Like the ceiling in the meadow with the Hawkeye compared to Bucky is so different. Like, don't get me wrong, Bucky can carry games, and the skill like you're able to do so much damage. You're able to hook and reposition people and ground people now, but I don't think it was as much as being just one tap to the head, like by a really good Hawkeye player because he was so strong and it was really easy to do that. Also, it shows it with like bans. Like people don't ban Bucky too much. And you don't see people play
Voices.
Bucky into like, well, you can play him into anything though.
Hmm?
You can play him into anything. So I guess he would be the same level as Hella because she can also play into anything.
So I move Bucky.
Yeah, I guess it both.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah,
I
but
agree
that's
with
it.
this. Yeah, I agree.
I think he's below. Yeah.
Here comes
Okay.
the tank pedophile.
Oh my god, get that man out of here. I think he's an S. I think he's
Oh
like
my
above Strange. He's probably was he above Storm? Honestly,
Gosh.
he might be above Storm. He might be above Storm.
What do you think his prime was?
When
It's not this season because
What did
there's
they
a lot of
nerf?
tanks that have tools against him now. Is it here? No.
it's before, yeah, it was around like season.
One he just destroyed.
Yeah, season 1.
What happened in 1.5? Nothing in 1.5. What happened in 2? I don't know, I'm just looking at the chart. Like, Wolf wasn't banned. Wolf was not top 3 banned in season 2.
Well, it's because Emma got introduced, and Emma was such a hard counter to,
And mainly
him.
these were
That's
a
why
lot
I'm
of
thinking
nerfs.
1 or 1.5.
Yeah, let's just say 1.5. Let's just say, yeah, just 1 through 1.5. Yeah. Season
Because
3,
I
season
remem-
0, he was not server admin because no one realized he was actually
knew.
crazy.
The reason why I say 1.5 is because I remember people banned both Storm and Wolf. Like they were both permabanned. I think Wolf was above Storm though, because he was so annoying. There wasn't
yeah, I feel
anyone to
like
counter him.
I feel like Wolf is just strong all around in his prime. Like, yeah,
Within-
Storm was pretty strong, but like it was mainly her ult that just made me really, like, you know, dislike her. But Wolf overall, like his base kit is annoying, his ult is annoying, and that passive is so, it's so dumb.
Gives him 2 lives.
Yeah.
It gives him 2 lives and shield. So you can heal on top of shield. So you can get over your base health if someone's already healing you. If you already died. Like, so dumb. I think he is above Storm though. Because he was banned alongside with Storm. When we were both permabanned. And
I feel like with Wolf, you can always guarantee at least 1 kill, mainly on when you're playing like a payload on offense. Because if you just have a
Yeah.
rocket in the spawn, get the jump pack. It's like if you miss your first few like lunges, you still at least have the jump pack. It's not like
yeah.
it's a very very easy ability to use.
Yeah, I would say he was server admin though. Like, he's definitely at the top.
And Mr. F.
Damn.
Mr. F.
Mm,
Definitely not D tier. I don't think he's D tier. But he's definitely. I wouldn't even say he's B tier.
he's not B tier. I don't see him being in C tier either though. It's the problem. Like, he was so bad to where he got reworked recently. Like, do you think right now is his prime?
I don't know. I actually don't keep up with the changes on this dude. It's just that I feel like he's a lot more oppressive than Magic.
No, he definitely is. Like, his
So, okay, let's just put him
survivability-
here just in case. Yeah, his survivability is pretty annoying.
He made dive like pump hell to play against because he's able to boop. So he's really good into BP, magic. Like, he's able to like give shield to people around. So it's like he has this niche, but he doesn't have like anything game changing. His ult was really bad. It's still really.
I feel like his ult is only good in parts of the map where like the ceiling is like you could touch it with like your hand in real life.
I think it's just the top of D because he has a niche where he's good into Angela, he's good into dive, he's good surviving, but he does a decent amount of damage, but not great. But he was never banned.
I feel like we only move him to C if like we get a lot more characters in D.
If we get more characters at D, then we can maybe boost him up to C. But otherwise, he never had like a good thing about him.
Yeah.
Similar to Thor in Squirrel Girl. Like,
Yep.
yeah, he's on the same level as them.
I think here.
Invis?
I think right here, right? Oh, good joke, right? Very good joke, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think here. I feel like she has the carry potential of these three. Or these two, I mean. These two supports in their prime.
I think she's above Luna.
But below Loki.
Right now it's her prime, but Loki's so strong to where sometimes you'd rather have a Loki Gambit than a Sue Gambit.
Ew.
But still
yeah.
counters Loki Gambit. So I'll put her above Loki. I'll put her above Loki. In terms of utility and everything, I think she's able to carry Loki.
I feel like her right now in her prime was just a lot more annoying than Loki. Because at least with Loki, what was it? It's like, yeah, runes can prevent you from dying. You teleporting can get away from dives. And like, like your right click invisibility with Loki can sometimes help you get away with dives, but like Sue has a lot. That self shield now, the jump, the boop.
The way her ult is used is to cage the enemy team to block
Yeah.
off healing and to provide your team a guaranteed like kill unless they suit ult too. You can't gambit ult because you have to be in line of sight. Like you have to see them. So it completely counters gambit ult to like help your team. So like in a way, I think she's better than Loki. Yeah.
I feel like she should be above Hawkeye now.
I mean, right now she's banned a lot, but she was never banned to the point as Hawkeye.
I
Like,
guess.
I just during Hawkeye's prime, he was banned all the time. Right now, Sue is banned based off like what's your current comp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think she's above Loki, but I don't think
You don't
she's
think
above
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah. Or any
Ting.
others.
Ting. I feel like C, but bottom of C.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's
think-
C. He was good into BP meta. He was good into like dive meta.
Yeah, so it was like around season 2.5 and 3. It was his best because that's when BP was just roaming the streets.
Yeah.
He's not like broken in the shield tanks, but he's not bad, you know.
Yeah, he had his niche for shield tanks. His ult was decent. People didn't ever have to swap off him. I think he's the same level as Hulk though. Like Hulk and Thing both provides really good utility where it did counter dive a lot. So yeah, I'll put him C.
Should we put him above Iron Man?
No, I think
don't
Iron
think
Man is
so.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put him there.
Not this dude.
Forge? That guy is he above Storm or below Storm? I think he's below
I think
Storm because he actually took skill.
You think?
I think he took a little bit more skill, but he was still server admin.
I think he's above Torch just because his base kit was annoying and his ult was annoying. I just think Storm's ult just kind of just dictated the entire game.
I think so too, and she get it so fast because of her damage boost. Torch, she was just such a survival like.
It's just really
he was just broken the entire time.
Yeah, it was just his hitbox change, you know, where he's like meleeing. I think he's
Yeah.
above. I think it's just above Storm because his ult was annoying, and his base kit's annoying. I think during Storm's prime, like her base kit was manageable, but her ult was just much.
I
more
don't think her
annoying than
base kit was manageable at all.
I don't know. I
Her
just
base kit
really
was so
have.
broken.
I just have the biggest memories of her being annoying as hell during her ult mainly. With Torch, I can imagine multiple
Oh, yeah, her
scenarios, like
ult.
him running away, him dodging your bullets even if you're actually a good hit scan player, his ult, his cage ability, his zoning ability, you getting shotgun to him in the face. Like, I just think he's above Storm. But not Wolf. Not.
But the thing is, anyone could play Storm and become server admin. I don't think you can do the same with Torch. He wasn't like to the point where she's, like you can carry on Torch like hard, but Storm truly had no counters during her prime. That's the thing. like-
did Torch even have any counters during his prime other than like Hella and Sue, in a way?
Hella, Namor, Hulk,
Or
Strange, somewhat Mag, but not really. But those were his main counters.
I feel like
Storm?
Sue wouldn't even do much. It was just one little
No.
projectile in the sky. It's just you can avoid.
He was, yeah. But like, Sue wasn't. Wait, was she introduced during that? I don't remember.
So, yeah, Sue was introduced
think
before
so.
Torch.
Yeah. I really do think Storm was just that bad. Like, tanks couldn't touch her. No one could touch her. And she damage boosted the entire team. And that just made the entire team benefit because of her being picked. Torch didn't benefit the entire team because he was picked, but Storm did. You know,
Yeah.
like she gave so much value and became server admin because of it, and her ults were just off cooldown almost.
We can put
Only
this...
for that reason, Torch is below Storm.
Okay. No. You put your main. Your evil
Yeah.
main.
I think
Explain to everyone about this character.
think her prime was when she first released, I think. And I think that's when she had no nerfs. And like she's only been nerfed. No. But okay, is her prime when she had the reach of her beam or when she got better reach off her beam being 15 to 18 meters, but she had less damage? Or was it when she had more damage? I think if beam being longer, that one buff like made it to where she was really broke. So I would put her. That's when her prime was. She's just been broken since release. She was so good into Strange, into Magneto, into any. She forced support ults, or even like stop support ults.
She also countered a lot of DPS ults. Like
Counter a lot of DPS
Star-Lord,
ult.
Magic.
Her team up with Magneto and Psylocke made Psylocke even more broken. She has a one-shot combo still, and her grab is just so strong. I want to put her at S,
Here, do
but
we
I
put
want to
her
put
here?
her. I don't think she's as high as Strange though. That's the thing.
During his prime. He was
Yeah.
that Diddy during his prime.
Well, I don't think he would beat Emma during her prime, like Strange v Emma. But I don't think she was. I think she's below Groot because Groot was better even when Emma was out. And that was like while she was close to her prime too. Like Groot was just better. Honestly, I don't think she's above Hela or Bucky. I think she's like the same lines as supports.
Still above Hawkeye, right?
Or maybe Hawkeye, yeah.
So
Only
below or
because.
above him.
Hmm. The only problem with Emma is that, yes, she's banned a lot, and her grab is so strong, and her ult is so strong, but hmm. Was she meta defining? Is she still considered like meta defining? Like you have to play a bunch of different characters off of her? I think so. You can't really play Strange into her. Mag is like the only reasonable tank to play into her. You can't play Hulk. Venom's really hard to play into her.
He'll play Thing into her.
Yeah, Thing, Thor. Like, the only counter to Emma is probably, or playable things to play against Emma at least, is Mag, Emma, and Groot. But even then, even Groot is not like the best thing to play into her, but you can. Like, the matchup is even. So, and maybe Angela too. Angela's like depends. But out of those, you can't play into Emma. So she is probably the best tank buster. I would put her below Groot. Now thinking about it, I'll put her below Groot. Because tanks define the meta the most, and if you have a really, really broken tank, like, you kind of have to pick a ban. So yeah, I'll put her below Groot.
Can you say you're the number one Emma?
No,
So you have to-
no.
Fuck you. Ultron? I think A.
Okay,
For Apple. No?
Again.
It was mainly season. I think season 4 was his prime.
Wait, what was this Strange?
Season 4, his ult, was the Destroyer.
Yeah.
You remember when me, you, and Wrong triple support?
Yeah.
Like it's one. I think
Ultron
it
was just the most broken character as a triple support. Yeah.
no.
I'll
He's
put
just.
him A.
We put him above Mantis though.
No,
No?
definitely not above Mantis.
What about Penny?
I'll put him above Jeff. I don't think Penny.
Okay.
Because his ult was super easy to get. He was just dealing just constant damage, and he basically had a support ult off cooldown with like, and he was paired with triple all the time. Was he banned all the time? I don't remember him being banned all the time though. I think so, right?
I mean, yeah, because Ultron made a lot of comps just unkillable.
Oh yeah, he was banned with dive. Like you can't play dive into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put him the same level as Jeff, like above Jeff. Yeah, that sounds right.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix is.
Phoenix probably us.
Yeah.
She had her stupid Beyblade tech. She can kill through Luna ult. I think she's like the level of Hawkeye. I think she's like below Bucky. No, I'll put her above Bucky. She wasn't as oppressive as Hella though.
As Prime Hella.
Like as Prime Hella.
So that's like
She
season
wasn't like
0
always
Hella.
bigger band, but
Yeah, I think we remember talking about that.
why do you think she was like really good when she was able to have marks off her melee? So yeah, I would put her there, just below Hella. She was really broken, constantly killing things. She still does a lot of damage. She's able to kill through rocket ult or distractible. Like, yeah, I would put her there.
This dude, I think D.
I think C.
You think C? Why?
He had more of a use case. Okay, here's the thing though, like, I mean his anti is a niche. He was really good at like supporting backline though. Maybe he might be the same level as Fantastic, because I had some blades actually carry a lobby.
I feel like
But
his.
like, I guess there were more one tricks.
I feel like his anti-heal isn't that good just because of the use cases, if that makes sense. Like, his ult is super easy to get to just avoid. Like, you need a really good ult. Like, you need a really good tank ult to bundle them all together. Even that you can't always
Yeah.
guarantee a tank ult to perfectly line everyone up inside of Blade's ult. You know? You just can't.
I don't know. Group Blade was run a lot though.
Yeah, Groot obviously, yeah, because he bundles them in one place. But like, imagine Strange ulting. You're not always gonna get everyone in one perfect area. They're just gonna.
Well, the thing is, like, off his release, when he was first played, people played him a bunch in a way, but people realized he wasn't that good unless they were shoving Group Blade, which just perma won a team fight. So I did see him played a lot, but like, I guess he was never banned a lot, so he's definitely not above like C. But I think he did have his niche at one point, and his anti is not really used as an anti, is like to stop. Well, it's like a boop, really. Just boops people. But like his primary does so much damage, or it's like his little gun does a lot of damage. His sword is kind of useless.
I think bottom C or just above Fantastic at D then. With the points you're bringing.
He's above Fantastic. His ults were good at least.
True.
Currently his ult is really good against rocket ult. He just breaks it instantly.
Want to keep him C then? Because at least with like a good blade, I feel like good blades just never die, no matter what comp they're going against. If that makes sense. Meanwhile,
That, and
Fantastics
they
can
do a
get,
lot of damage.
yeah, Fantastics can die if you're running like really good damage with your DPS. But with Blade, his
Yeah.
mobility, I guess kind of his lifesteal. It's mainly his block that gets him a lot of out of a lot of like sticky situations. Yeah, we can keep him bottom C.
Yeah, he has his niche. he's used into comps at least. Like there's some coordination that you can do with Blade at least. Yeah, I'll put him bottom C though. Like, yeah.
It's Bangela time.
Angela.
I need to
Oh
hear
my
your
gosh,
opinion.
She.
You're gonna say something like she's busted in S.
It's either A or S.
Okay, well,
I. She carries a lot of lobbies. She's really strong. She's really strong on the maps that she plays, and she is like, I think she's A, only because she can't shove her on every map. Well, you kind of can. She's just really good, but
should have put her top A.
she gets shut down by a lot of counters too during her prime. So
What is
I
her prime
think
in your opinion?
her prime was probably.
You got
Did she
3
get any
seasons.
nerfs or buffs?
She came out in
Oh,
season
yeah.
4, but she's only gotten buffs since. But obviously, some seasons, you know, you don't really play a character due to meta.
Yeah, I think she's best right now though. Because Venom's
Season
really
5.
strong. She's played into Venom. She's really strong into any dive characters. She's really good at marking DPS characters because she can fly. She's really tanky. She is so annoying as a frontline tank. She's really good into poking backline whenever she wants to. She's really good at stalling. Her ult is really good, especially when you pair it with something. But even if you don't want to pair it with something, it's still really good if they're forced to like push through something and then you just immediately stop their team and they have to wait. So like she is really strong, but she was never like a pick or ban. Like she was banned all the time, and I wouldn't say she was ever hard meta of a season. She's still really strong, but not as hard meta as like the characters in S tier. So I think she has to be an A.
I feel like
Uh,
she doesn't get as banned as much as some of these characters, so I feel like we should just move her down a bit. No, I
I
just put her
think
top.
I think she's better than Penny in
Think so.
Ultron.
Okay.
As a tank, yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's more annoying than Spider-Man, more annoying than Venom, like in their primes too. More annoying than somewhat Iron Fist. She's a character you have to switch your comp off of, like to deal with her. You can't deal with her with any comp. You have to have an Invis or you have to have a Bucky. Like, yeah, I would put her up there.
The actual Diddy himself.
Yeah. S. Put him at S. Put him above Torch. Put him above Storm. Not below Wolf. I don't think he's as bad as Wolf though.
This dude
I think
is
Wolf is
so
worse.
evil, bro.
But Diddy, oh my god. Oh, he is.
Should we even
He's
talk about
crazy.
him? I don't think we should just talk
Yeah.
about it. I think we just agree that he's just there.
Yeah, he is just broken. That's everything about him. He's just broken.
Gambit.
Game is probably S.
Of course.
He's currently at his prime, I guess, because he just came out.
Yeah, he's above Luna, I think.
Yeah, he's above Luna. He's above all the supports
So here.
because of his ult. His ult changed the meta. He is a picker ban. He's also impossible to dive. He does a lot of damage. He can 1v1 any character. He has insane mobility.
I've never I could be wrong, but I've never seen like a character that good in 2 support and 3 support comp, if that makes sense. He has such a very like very flexible playstyle, you know?
Yeah, if he can be played in any comp, like I think he might be above one of the DPS. Like he might be above Hawkeye.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's above Bucky.
Yeah, I think he's above Bucky.
He just offers so much during his prime, aka now, but yeah.
I think he's below
Phoenix?
Phoenix.
You think he's below Phoenix?
That's
Hmm.
Phoenix during her prime was able to kill through support consistently, like pretty consistently.
Yeah.
She was super broken. She got her ult all the time. She kind of still self heals. She was really good into Rocket. Mm, for now, I have to put her below Phoenix because we haven't seen all of Gambit's. Like, I don't think people fully like figure out Gambit at the top tier, and DPS tends to carry over games a little bit more than support players. Not saying that Gambit can't, but
Oh, we know what you mean.
I think Phoenix is just above.
If there's any change I would make is just move Cloak and Dagger to B, like top B, but that's only because it would like fill B, C, and D just a tiny bit more. Like just B. I don't know why I said C and D, but other than that, I think we finished it. You know. Okay, this kid's dead. GG.